points in the game.
A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup. A clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Xavier Robinson, what a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him hit him?
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And he gets rid of it. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up the field.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowan will give us an update on his condition. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Sategna. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to Xavier. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Hits inside, it's Blaylock. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our 1st points of the game. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. Think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Dogs want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. Left side is Frazier. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Got it, looking for a first. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Needs it here on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Frazier. Just smothered on the play. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Bulldog! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Sooners line up to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, it's Phillips. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught.
And a nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rushes on. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Now a timeout call by the Sooners as their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Turns it upfield.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Making the adjustment. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right side, it's Frazier. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium at Athens. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Drops back. It's Stockton. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Drops back on 1st down. Gets rid of it. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the edge. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes! He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's changing the play. Looking to throw at Stockton. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Phillips. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. They just keep firing. Fires immediately. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Phillips. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. They're all over him. Firing to the right, complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Rams him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Phillips. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And they will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Nice move to keep running. Taken down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Snags it. Still on his feet at the 45. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The fake wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Blaylock. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here's Robinson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Georgia sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's dropped. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Frazier again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he avoids the sack.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Left side is Frazier. Turning it on! And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. On the RPO, got him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's a give to Frazier. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.